Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be in Brenham, Texas. While we're here in Brenham, we're going to check out a Texas staple. We're going to head downtown and check out what the downtown area has to offer. We're going to get ourselves a bite to eat, and we're going to have ourselves a little fun. And when we're done with all of this, we're going to go and have ourselves a little sit-down chat about the future of the channel and some exciting news. Hey everybody, and welcome to Blue Bell Creameries.
Blue Bell was founded in 1907 as the Brenham Creamery Company. In 1911, ice cream was cranked out at the rate of 2 gallons a day, and in 1930, the name was changed to the Blue Bell Creameries, after the bluebell, a Texas wildflower that blooms in the hot summer months. Outside the creamery, right in front of the visitor center, they have a gorgeous sculpture garden. And inside the sculpture garden, they have a life-size bronze statue of the cow and girl logo, the one that you see for Blue Bell. And also around the corner, they have a statue of 3 men, which is E.F. Cruz and his 2 sons, who are credited. Their management style is still used in Blue Bell to this day. In 1936, Blue Bell purchased its very first refrigerated truck. It held 25-gallon cans of ice cream, which were distributed to stores all around Brenham. And they still have it today. It sits outside of the visitor center right next to the sculpture garden. So as you walk through the front doors into the visitor center of your self-guided tour, which I should point out is completely free, you are into a very large room with all kinds of memorabilia and advertising materials and videos you can imagine. Along the wall is an entire history with pictures of Blue Bell all the way from, I believe, 1910 all the way up to today. There's another section that has different sort of freezing devices and a time clock for clocking in and out, and old style ice cream churn. Just all kinds of different things from the past that you can take a look at that they preserved. There's a great big sign from Blue Bell from a pharmacy that looks just absolutely amazing on the wall. Lots and lots of pictures, old pictures from the 30s, 20s era. Definitely worth your time to stop and take a look at because they are very, very cool. So as you leave the visitor center and you enter the second building of the facility, you pass by this awesome miniature Blue Bell Creameries delivery truck, which is actually a little free library, which is super cool. So as you walk into the second building and take a look to your left, you'll see the Texas High School Baseball Coaches Association Museum. It's worth taking a stop and looking at if you're into baseball or just into old memorabilia in general. There's a lot of neat stuff over there, so stop and take a look. So as you make your way upstairs, there's an observation deck which cannot be filmed. There is a gift store which is pretty good size. They have lots of variety of gifts that you can choose from. Also some pretty nice magnets to pick from that are pretty fairly priced. But the crown jewel of the building is there is an old school ice cream parlor that has $1 scoops and $1 items, and it is amazing.
And this is what we got. That is cinnamon ice cream, if you're wondering. That looks pretty freaking good. Well, that's it. That's our day at Blue Bell Creameries. So now we're going to pack up and we're going to head to another part of Brenham and check out another part of town.
The area around Brenham was opened up for settlement in 1821 and is one of the earliest settled areas within Texas. Pioneers from all parts of the United States and immigrants from Western Europe all flocked in to take advantage of the land grants at the time. One thing that the area is well known for is the German heritage and the German immigration. There's a large German colony at the time, and there's a large German settlement here. The downtown area in Brenham itself was established in 1844, and it was named after a man named Richard Fox Brenham. He was a hero of the Texas Republic. Downtown's kind of it has a center courthouse, and it has a square around the center courthouse that has a large number of really old buildings around it. It has a lot of variety of restaurants, a bunch of historical buildings, a bunch of notable historic buildings such as The Giddings and Giddings Bank Building, built in 1872, was the first bank built in Washington County, and the Giddings family was one of the most influential families in Brenham history. The Simon Theater was designed by the famous architect Alfred C. Finn at the early 20th century classic revival style. It was plush and popular in its time. It had an upstairs ballroom. The lower floor had a lobby retail space and a vaudeville stage and movie theater with the seating for 739, including the balcony space. So at the heart of the downtown area is the Washington County Courthouse. It was built in 1939. It was built with an Art Deco style that was popular in that era. Out in front of the courthouse is a gazebo that is actually a earlier auction stand. It's a redesign of it. After we had our walk downtown, we decided to stop by a place called Must Be Heaven to cool off and grab ourselves a quick drink. It's really kind of neat. When you walk in, it's an old school ice cream parlor and soda shop. It's got a really cool decor, some seating there, a lot of neat stuff. It's got a divider, and you walk around the corner into the other side of the building, and it has an old school sandwich shop. So you can grab yourself a sandwich on one side and go to the other and get yourself some ice cream and a soda. I also stopped and took a good picture of the menu while I was there, so you can pause the video at any time and take a good look at what they have to offer here. Every year, the Texas Arts and Music Festival is here in Brenham. They bring live music, they have vendors, food, and they bring in world-renowned mural artists for live art installations for the public. So you can actually go and watch them paint these big, beautiful murals around town. This year's featured artist is Levi Ponce. Ponce works with traditional and digital media. He develops large-scale graphics and artwork for pretty big clients like Activision, AT&T, and Dunkin' Donuts.
All right, everybody, we are here at Horseshoe Ranch. What is Horseshoe Ranch? Well, they got go-karts, they got putt-putt golf, laser tag, video games, all that cool stuff. So we're gonna come hang out here and play a few games, throw down a few tokens, and take a break. So join me and let's see how fun this place ends up being.
And everything outside ended up being closed for the heat, so the only thing open was the arcade indoors, and they ended up having a extremely large kid group there playing all the games, so we just stayed a minute, played a couple games, and left.
All right, so that wraps up our time here at Horseshoe Junction. I had the name wrong. It is not Horseshoe Ranch. It's Horseshoe Junction, so I gotta make sure that I get that name right. It's definitely not for adults. It's definitely a little kid's place. Little kids running around, so... But, you know, hey, it's a cool place to spend 10, 20 minutes and kill off a little steam, play a few games. So, but now we are going to go find something to eat in town. And I'm driving along, and what do I see? But check that out. A fighter plane right there in the middle of the park.
In October 2018, this particular F-111A fighter jet was installed at Henderson Park in Brenham, Texas. It was dedicated to the public a month later on Veterans Day in 2018. It was a one-year restoration. It serves as a memorial to 10 Pacific men who sacrificed their lives in an Operation Linebacker 2 during the Vietnam War. It was a POW comrade return home operation to pick them up and bring them back to their families. So now that we're done at the jet, we're going to take off and we're going to head downtown to a place for dinner called Yum, Sweets and Eats. So Yum is divided up into two separate sections with a divider in between. One side is an ice cream parlor and a candy shop, and it's an old style candy shop. They have all kinds of different candy here. They've got a lot of gummy bears. They've got a lot of old style candy like candy cigarettes. They have a lot of cotton candy flavors, just all kinds of cotton candy, weird flavors you could imagine. They have the old style jawbreakers, the really big ones, you know, that would last you forever. And just some really neat confectionery things there. So as you walk through the restaurant side of the building, it's really unique. It's set up like an old speakeasy bar. There's a lot of sort of murals, like miniature murals painted on the walls that have little like sayings and motivational things. And there's sort of like a fake exposed brick cut out in some sections. It's got kind of a wine section. It just has a really old like underground feel to it. It's really neat. Worth checking out.
Got carne asada fries. Looks pretty good. Get a good close up of that for you. Yeah. Not bad looking. And then I got the loaded tots. Got a loaded tots. Yes, it is. Looking pretty good. All right, we're gonna try one of these bad boys out. This is a neat place, by the way. Let's try this out. Pretty cool. That's gonna be our day in Brenham, Texas today, but I am not done. I'm ending this part of the vlog here, but we are going to take a trip home, and we're going to get together and have ourselves a little talk before the end of the vlog today. So stick around, we're not quite done, and I'll meet with you in just a minute. So welcome to my little corner. This is where all the magic happens behind me. This is my home. So I wanted to stop and have a talk about something big happening to me and the future of the channel and the direction the channel is headed in. So the first things first, I have been saving and working the past few years at fixing my credit and saving money, because I'm pretty sure it's obvious to all of you at this point that I have rotten teeth. This has been a genetic problem for me. I also, a problem I created for myself by not taking care of myself and having a pretty large drug problem about 25 years ago. I've been clean for 25 years now, but I ruined my teeth along the way. I made a lot of bad choices. So I've been spending a large chunk of the past few years trying to build up to this point. I've been putting it off for just every reason you could possibly imagine, you know, because I'll quit, or I'll get it done when I quit smoking. I'll get it done when I eat better. You know, just various reasons why I blew it off. And when I started my YouTube channel and I went back and watched my first video, I really realized in that moment that I needed to do something about this. Like, I can't just continue on with my dream of a YouTube channel and look like that. So everything has gone in, everything's been approved, and next month I will be getting my new chompers. So I have a nice bright smile for all of you to look at. I'm super excited. I mean, I'm in tears about this. I can't believe it. So it's a big deal for me. So I'm going to probably have to take a few weeks off in September, and I'm really sorry about that, but I'm not really going to have a choice because I'm probably going to need to take some time to heal. But I am coming back strong. I am 100% dedicated to making this the best possible channel that I can do. I'm going to give you everything. I'm going to try and research, try and take some classes, and do everything possible to make this the greatest vlog I can possibly make it. That being said, moving forward from here, right now I've been focusing on small towns and getting the hang of how to vlog because I'm 100% new to this. So once I have more of a feel of how this is going to go, we will be moving on to some bigger things. I want to do some things like NASA Houston. I want to start vlogging Moody Gardens. I'd love to go down to Galveston, hit the beach. You know, we do want to do some cruises early next year, possibly. We're looking into this. But for the end of this year, we are taking a large trip to Florida. I have this all planned out. I have some amazing hotels we're going to be staying at. Real vlog-worthy things. We're going to be driving back along the Gulf Coast itself. So we're going to have a lot of great video of all kinds of stops along the way that you can look at, a lot of beach video. And not long after that, we're going to be taking a trip to Colorado and heading to the mountains to see my family. So we're going to first see the ocean and see Florida. We're going to take a trip around and head up to the mountains and see what the mountains have to offer there. I'm from there, so I have lots of just absolutely amazing places for you to visit with me, and I want to take you to. So please stay tuned for that, as it's going to be really cool. So after I take my break to get my teeth fixed, there'll be a little gap there, and we are coming back strong. So please stick around. You're going to want to see what we have to offer coming forward, because this is going to be amazing. So please take a minute, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because you are going to want to be notified of what's coming up. So stick around. I'm really excited for the future, and I can't wait to show you what adventures I am approving.